Wherever you are in the world, thank you and welcome to Chris Average. Fair warning ahead, Team Average. This review will have spoilers for Superman 2025 and possibly the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Before we get into those spoilers, please let me plug the channel. Chris Average is still finding its feet, hopefully improving the videos, making them more entertaining, and learning what the audience wants to watch. It's a generalist channel, and I'm swimming upstream against the algorithm. If you like any of the content, subscribe and throw me a comment. This isn't a Hulk review either, but please smash that like button. Thanks, Team Average, and on to a spoiler-filled average review of James Gunn's Superman 2025. I am firmly Team Marvel. As a kid, I collected X-Men and Spectacular Spider-Man. Not only do I have Spectacular Spider-Man #1, I actually have X-Men 129, the first appearance of Kitty Pryde, and Uncanny X-Men 141-142, the original Chris Claremont's Days of Future Past storyline. My only DC comic is Teen Titans 41, and I have no idea why I have it. No Batman, no Wonder Woman, no Superman. I watch the Super Friends every Saturday, though, and I await with anticipation the first appearance of the Wonder Twins. I also knew Adam West long before Family Guy. But no one, not even Spider-Man, is the mythical and cultural icon that is Superman. I grew up with Christopher Reeve's Superman and the original John Williams theme. Two perfect movies for any pre-adolescent boy. Unabashedly corny, heroic, and good. The first movie borrows from Stan Lee and the Spider-Man origin for gravitas. It ends with moviedom's worst pseudoscience, phony physics so bad it turns flat earthers into Isaac Newton. But it is still a memorable scene. And this is the only way to do proper Superman. One Punch Man and Invincible take the Superman archetype in different and interesting directions. Probably more realistic directions, but realism should bounce off Superman just like bullets. While Henry Cavill was a great Superman who deserved better than a Frank Miller palette and Ayn Rand fan fiction scripts, whether he works as Superman in Underoos is a serious question, given how good he was as Geralt. James Gunn. He writes and directs another comic book movie. He returns Superman to his silver age. Mr. Corenswet is the unashamedly good and goofy Superman without parroting Christopher Reeve. That's high praise from this average reviewer. Gunn proves, once again, a competent director and storyteller. He delivers yet another competent comic book movie. I have no idea if the movie has been pulled from the comics in any way. I'm not Team DC. Given how many modern touch points Gunn stuffs into this film, I doubt it. And stuffed is the best adjective for this film. If this reboot of the DC universe is more about ideation, tone, and future setup, maybe it succeeds? As its own movie, it is so chaotic and relentless that I never knew where to look. A Justice League sky battle provides the background to a quiet moment for Lois and Clark. This seems to be a pattern with Gunn, as he wrests more creative control of his projects. I have heard stories of Feige's minions and their watchful eyes on every production of the early MCU. Art can be improved by boundaries. Guardians of the Galaxy was a huge risk. This average Marvel fanboy knew nothing about the superhero team from the comics, had never even seen them in a Marvel crossover. It would have been much easier to go horribly, horribly wrong. GOTG, though, is a team-up triumph. While suffering from a cardboard villain, the storytelling and world-building is tight. The wild-ass characters of the Guardians are developed properly, and it lands one of the best emotional beats in the entire MCU. Even Volume 2, a far more erratic movie, has an incredible emotional climax involving Mary Poppins, a blue alien with a mohawk, and a lightsaber arrow. Give Gunn full freedom, it seems, and he will run everywhere. There are at least 3 new ideas presented in Superman 2025 that would have been worth a whole movie to explore, especially portraying the Kryptonians as Viltrumites, and how the immigrant Kal-El became very, very different. But I never knew where to invest my interest. The Lois-Superman dynamic started really well. The Ma and Pa Kent dynamic had a chance for some real emotion. A Silver Age Superman, who does save a dog from a kaiju, naively becoming embroiled in geopolitics? I'm in. But the only time this movie breathes is during an awful, excruciating attempt at comedy. These ideas have real potential. I'm all for art exploring the ethnic cleansing of Gaza, and a naive Superman could be perfect here. This Superman reboot is no Guernica, though. In fairness, it is a comic book movie. But Gunn has proven he can deliver emotion and pathos, even in those. I think a scene inside the pocket dimension tried to do this, but it is so tonally dissonant with the film, so beneath Lex Luthor, Imho. It is another idea that fails to land. For the gripes that follow now, dear YouTuber, I blame myself as an average reviewer. And someone from Team DC, please comment below. Is it a Lex Luthor trope that his bimbo girlfriends with hearts of gold are always his undoing? I would have liked a Reed Richards edge to Mr. Terrific instead of a thinly disguised stereotype where his genius is only reflected through his toys. Krypto fails on every level for me. We could have seen more Lois Lane interviewing Superman, more Nathan Fillion as a chaotic neutral Green Lantern, more Nicholas Hoult just being Lex Luthor, instead of the time given to Krypto. The dog's only saving grace is that he apparently belongs to Supergirl. The movie's final future idea seems to be Supergirl as a cosmic party girl, getting drunk around red stars, trying to figure it all out. That might be the most interesting and most original idea in the whole movie, and the best reason to keep the damnable yellow sun power source, which should have been written out of cinematic Superman long, long ago. 2 Kryptonians, though, dilutes the mythology of Superman for me. Always has. In fact, I grew up with the 2 best Superman movies one could have. Maybe AI can modernize the effects of the Richard Donner films. So send Kal-El to another G-type star, and let the DC universe belong to Supergirl. It will keep anti-woke channels thriving for a generation. Make Supergirl great again, like Buffy, and I think even the critical drinker will approve. We spent too little time in Smallville, and that was where the Gunn emotional beat could have been harvested, especially given the movie's big reveal. But time for the second invasion of Jarhanpur, a fake country I still know nothing about except through Gaza, and oh, a black hole is swallowing Metropolis too. Competent, colorful, cosmic, complete with underoos on the outside, Superman 2025 is perfectly alright. My adult kids had fun. There are a lot of cool ideas, and Mr. Gunn fires them all onto the screen with Jesse Ventura's minigun. This average reviewer would have been happy to explore one of these cool ideas meaningfully, with some real depth, and hit one trademark Gunn emotional beat. Just say no to Krypto, Team Average.